DiBenedetto for the Texas weekend. So Matt, obviously, returning to the NASCAR fields. I know you've also talked a lot about your faith. Can you kind of describe the journey it's been since your last start with Rackley towards the end of last year, and then your first start with Viking at Richmond?
Yeah, man, I've definitely had to learn over the last few years to trust in life's process a lot more, and I've definitely dug a lot deeper into my faith and my walk with Christ, and it's been an interesting journey to say the least, for sure. And at time, especially starting the year and watching the race season start and watching from the couch was very difficult for sure. But yeah, I know everything works out exactly how it's supposed to, and I'm just thankful, one, for this opportunity, obviously, that came about with Viking, this whole team, and Ryan C. Racing, and partnering with them and being a fourth car out of their stable, and Don, the owner of Viking Motorsports, their intentions and everything are so awesome. And but also in the meantime, I think just I have so much more gratitude for the simple things. There's so many things, man, we forget about in sport. You forget to just love and enjoy and appreciate all the little things along the way. And I think I just have a whole lot more gratitude, and I've been humbled in life for very good measure, and allows me to just see a lot clearer and walk with more gratitude and joy as I get to do an opportunity like this.
And when I texted with you a couple weeks ago, you said that trying to be top 15 was kind of your goal heading into this stint with Viking. You finished 18th in Richmond, 21st at Martinsville. How would you kind of grade your performance and the team's performance so far with these first two races?
Yeah, I think there's been some positives definitely to build off of. It's all new, smaller team. We're growing, a lot of hard work, like very hands-on hard work by our guys. So I would say I would call it some good success. We're learning each other quickly, building a little notebook, getting to know each other. I think the positives would be like at Richmond, I think we could have finished top 15 there for sure. Just got tight the last run, but had solid speed. We're racing around super good cars all day long. I mean, Viking Motorsports call it cars like really good cars all day long, so that was encouraging. Martinsville, we were just off and missed it, and just had some tougher circumstances there, but still, brought it home relatively in one piece. It was fine, and here I think goal would be definitely run up in the top 20. If we can get a top 15, I consider that like a win, as we're at what I would call at the very ground level with this whole deal together, but we're all in it for the big picture and growing this team.
Yeah. You also told me that you love kind of Don's vision so far. So what's the chemistry like now that you have a couple of races under your belt?
Yeah, and it's awesome. Don is such a nice guy. He loves the sport. It's great from a sponsor aspect because they love what it's done for their business and their company, and bringing guests to the racetrack and all the activation on that side. They love the atmosphere and the dynamic of the sport, because they're like, man, there's no sport like NASCAR. It's so cool, and it's such a I call it a country club. It's one big country club, or family, or whatever you want to call it. The dedication and loyalty from fans, all those things really brought them in to just fall in love with our sport for good reason. And I love that. So I love I'm an all-in kind of guy to a fault in many ways, but I love the all-in nature, where Don and this Viking Motorsports group is all into what we're doing here. And he's very humble, and he has the right vision. I think we're all of one mind with one goal of like, hey, we're at the ground level here. Let's grow this thing, and let's it's like growing and scaling a business. Don't try and do too much and too fast. Just kind of, it's like baby steps, an inch forward, and make little progress and grow and scale this this race team at the appropriate pace. So I'm excited about his vision.
And when I did speak to Don over the phone, he said that initially that the deal was for 5 races, the ovals for Dover. I'm assuming it's beyond that at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm glad to be in a position where I'm just kind of along for the ride and in it for the big picture, and just all in with Don and this team. So whatever fits the goals and the budget, I'm in. If that's 15 races or all of them, Okay. So I think we would like to run all the races except for the road courses, and start bumping this thing up in points, start thinking toward 2025 for Viking Motorsports and how to, be in a solid points position when you go to Daytona next year. I think the vision is more the 30,000 foot view of this team and being all in together.
And next week, at Talladega, will mark your first start there since you won in 2022. Will that kind of be feel like a homecoming of sorts?
For sure. Yeah, I love Talladega and super speedway racing. That's a place, where if you have just a solid car, I'll spend a lot of time with my spotter, Doug Campbell, and study and be prepared. And that's where, I think some age, experience, wisdom, those things can really play into our favor. We can work with our Ford, teammates. I'm thankful for Ford and Stuart Haas, their alliance with Ryan Sieg and their, Roush Yates, obviously great group here that we have to work with. So I'm excited to go to Talladega and work with everybody and put it up front.
Then I guess talk more about kind of like your thoughts heading into both Daytona and Dover, and also like you said, the benefit. It's such a huge benefit to have those RSS, SHR, have those alliances at Talladega when you need those friends.
Definitely. I know Ryan's program is different than ours at Viking as we're growing this thing. But yeah, you go to Talladega though, we go there and we know we'll have a good engine under the hood, which is incredibly important there, especially in the draft. But yeah, having some good, there's some smart people in the Ford camp. Although there's not a lot of Fords out there in the field, there's some good drivers in those Fords. So I think we can all work together. I'm super excited to go there because I love the super speedway racing. But been in a position to win many of them, so it's a great opportunity for us.
And at Talladega, you also have the girl who recycled 1 million cans on the hood. I spoke with Jess about it. I'll be talking with her sometime next week. It also sounds like you're going to be doing a little story time. So talk about how that deal comes together and, what needs to have that on the hood.
It is, man. It's special, special for Dawn, for our race team and everything, all the efforts that have been done, by everybody. And I'm excited to do a little studying this week on a book that I'm going to get to read to the kids next week. So it'll be neat to spend time with them. And it's going to be special for everybody. Need to have her and them on the car for next week. So there's big collective effort into it. So hopefully we could put them up front, preferably in victory lane.
And when I talked to Don, the plan for the 38 was all the ovals, but no road courses. But he said they're still trying to find sponsorship for the 2 Darlington races. Have any invoice been made there yet?
Not yet, but yeah, we're working on it. Still working on it. It's neat that it's progressing pretty quick. I'm excited for Talladega. That we've got that's going to help a good bit. But yeah, no, right now just actively seeking partnerships to grow this team, and grow the vision, turn this into what we want it to be.
And then you also talked about just not taking the little things for granted. How much fun, how much joy is it to be back in the garage week in, week out, see those familiar faces, and have those connections again that you didn't have at the start of the year.
Yeah, a lot of times your struggles in life lead to blessings on the other side and gratitude on the other side. And so yeah, just coming into the garage and seeing everybody, and not only from the crew and industry side, just enjoying the relationships with everybody, being here, and then driving an Xfinity car, which are, in my opinion, some of the most fun cars to drive because they're really hard to drive and they're super fun. But the fans, man, they gosh, what a warm welcome from all the fans. They are so awesome. And just seeing them, the welcoming I get at the racetrack and the support I get from them, from people, a fan base who's been through me through thick and thin and ups and downs and stuck by my side when, I'm just like, man, and sometimes they shouldn't have. It's been so cool and humbling to have the support behind me that I do.
Hey everyone, Dalton Hopkins here with Frontstretch.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out one of the 2 videos next to me to see more of our racing content.